Now, the brouhaha surrounding the construction of the Jasikan-Hohoe stretch of the Eastern Corridor Road is back up for discussion following claims by government to the Roads Minister Amoakwata that the contractor, Rolida, is back on site. The president, addressing the chiefs and people of Jasikan during his recent visit, challenged the media to visit the various road construction sites and report to Ghanaians accordingly. Correspondent Peter Senu again has been doing some checks on this particular road and has sent the following report.
The last time any meaningful work was done by Rolida on the Jasikan-Hohoe stretch of the Eastern Corridor Road was in November 2019 during the sword cutting ceremony for the construction of the Jasikan-Hohoe Road. It was at this time the road was graded to make it usable. No action has since been witnessed until the visit by the president last Sunday and Monday into the region. In fact, the road became very dusty during this period of inaction. 2 vehicular accidents were recorded, one in December 2019 and the other early January 2020. Vehicles had to overspeed to avoid the dust being created by others. The president last Monday at Jasikan challenged the media to get onto the grounds to find out whether or not the roads minister, Mr. Amoakwata, was telling lies in earlier claims at a press conference that Rolida was back on site and actively working. We did just that.
What do you want to know? Who called them? Said they are quite a kind and the crack and then the crack. I'm offering to that. No, the engineer who said, as some more kind, they will work and they did. Some call when you control. Who said the crack and all and then from
Only 4 earth-moving machines were on site Tuesday morning, with 3 actively doing what one supervisor says is removing debris from the culverts pending the onset of the rains.
We are trying to continue the route. This is called desilting of the debris from the culverts. We are desilting the culverts so that the water can flow easily.
But why is the contractor not fully back on the grounds, contrary to claims by the roads minister that the contractor is fully back on site and work is actively ongoing?
Hohoe Jasikan, 32 kilometers, is being worked on by Rolida Construction, and all of you are witnesses to the good work that company is doing. Company is on site, and anybody who flies from this place to Hohoe, you see the contractor is actively on the road. And I want to assure the people of this region that the president will do everything possible, his government will do everything possible that this contractor completes work and will not abandon site, because everything will be done to keep all contractors on Eastern Corridor Road.
But why is the contractor not fully back on the grounds, contrary to claims by the roads minister that the contractor is fully back on site and work is actively ongoing? Oti Regional Minister Kwesi Osuyebua has some explanation in earlier conversation.
Well, I think that is a question of payment, but the Ministry of Roads and Highways has given the assurance. We had a meeting with them. We have given the assurance that by the close of the month, most of these pending interim duties would have been satisfied, and the contractors will move to site. So I'm quite sure that once the contractors are sufficiently empowered financially, they'll move to site and quickly work on the roads for us.
This assertion about payment, the contractor set off camera, they are still working on. The roads minister somehow agrees that there are possible challenges.
I stand by what I said. Rolida is back to work. So, young man, I want to confirm that Rolida is back on site. And I'm happy the contractor is here, and we are going to do everything possible. It doesn't mean they don't have problems, but we are going to dialogue with them on weekly basis to make sure that we meet their needs and to keep them on site.
The only good news we can report is that Power China on the Jasikan-Hohoe stretch of the Eastern Corridor is actively on site and work is ongoing. Peter Senu for JoyNews.
Peter Senu with details. Indeed, the contractor is back.